What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm LotusAsakura, the one who never knows best. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about some Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, because I woke up a bit late and saw Twitter was going crazy about some new stuff that got shown today, and everyone was telling me that I should react to it. So we're going to go ahead and take a look here on the official Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls YouTube channel. A video was posted that's called the Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls Beginner's Guide, which I guess is going to give us a pretty decent look at the game. I'm extremely jealous and envious of everybody who is going to be at EVO this year. In case you guys haven't heard, I guess I haven't really talked about it much, but I've been getting asked a lot, will I be at EVO? And I will not, unfortunately, be in attendance this year. And well, Tokon's going to be playable there, and there's we're not going to dwell on it, but there's a lot going on at EVO this year that I'm going to be missing out on. But I will be restreaming and watching all the action on my stream. I'm not sure if I'll be multi-streaming both on Twitch and YouTube, but I'll definitely be on Twitch, if nothing else, at twitch.tv/LotusAsakura. Links to those in the description down below. But with that, let's go ahead and jump in and see what this video has to offer, because people were telling me that this is gas. So let's go ahead and check it out. This does, to me, so far seem like the most exciting, hype, and like interesting game that we've got coming. Also, hold on, let me move the camera. Didn't realize that we was gonna have subtitles and whatnot, so let me just jump over y'all and proceed. Y'all don't need me to read this out loud to you, right? Y'all can read? All right, cool. Oh, I'm so jealous, dog. Man. If you're wondering why I'm not going to be at EVO, it's just not in the budget right now. That's all it really is. EVO is a very expensive trip. Vegas is an expensive place to be. EVO tickets are very expensive. Flights are expensive. Hotels are expensive.
Share a single vital gauge. A KO is achieved by reducing the opposing team's vital gauge to...
Also, I am going to be pausing and talking throughout this, so I apologize if you don't like that. But the entire team sharing one health bar has been a bit controversial. I don't have strong feelings about it one way or the other. I think just because I'm used to characters having their own health bar that I would prefer that, but I'm definitely willing to give this a shot and see how I feel about it once I get my hands on the game for myself, whenever that eventually is.
0, earning you a round win.
Also, it's you can see that it's actually first to 3, so rounds or individual games of this will be like Tekken, where it's 3 rounds instead of 2, like most other traditional fighters.
Team's vital gauge to 0, earning you a round win. The team who takes 3 rounds first wins the match.
Oh, and then they say it.
The assemble gauge sits just below the vital gauge and is used for assist-related mechanics. On the bottom of the screen, you can see your skill gauge. This is needed to perform powerful skills with your lead character. The first round of a match starts off in a 2v2 format. Executing a successful throw,
but I'm wondering
special moves.
I'm wondering why the like 2 out of 4 portraits on both sides are like grayed out.
The right location sends the opponent flying.
You have to like
triggers a stage transition.
Wait, no, this one's colored now.
With your 3rd and then 4th ally.
Oh, okay, that's different.
Reuniting you with your 3rd and then 4th ally.
Also, the transitions are so clean. I love the visuals and aesthetic of this game so much. This by far looks like the best game that's coming out anytime soon as far as fighting games go.
Your allies also meet up with you when you slam the opponent into the stage corner or lose a round. KO! Round 2! When an ally meets up with you, the maximum values for your vital gauge and skill gauge also increase. Try to get your team together as fast as you can in order to reach your team's full potential. Here's a look at the button layouts for both controller and arcade stick.
We got a lot going on here. Let's go back a couple of frames. There we go. So we got jump, block, crouch, walk. That's all of our movements. We have light, medium, heavy, unique attack, assemble, quick skill, quick assemble, quick dash. So this is a dash macro. And then quick skill. So I don't remember if we know this yet or not. They'll probably talk about it. Is this game gonna have motion inputs and simple input, or simple inputs, or both, or?
Please keep in mind that these are just the default layouts, but feel free to mix things up in the key config menu to come up with a custom layout that suits your needs and playstyle. Options, such as the ability to set macros for simultaneous button presses, will also be available.
It's all well and good so far.
Take a screenshot here and start considering a layout that works for you. Basic moves. Left and right directional inputs move your character forward or backward. Upward inputs perform a jump.
God, this game looks so good.
Inputs perform a crouch.
I want to play this so
Quickly
bad.
Tap forward twice or press the dash button to perform a dash. Quickly tap back twice or press back and the dash button to perform a back dash. Dashes and back dashes can also be performed.
Okay, so you have regular air dashes. Although I will say, I think I understand that, like, I'm such a loser, bro. I always compare everything back to Dragon Ball FighterZ, even though I can't stand that game anymore. But like, there are still things about that game that I love even to this day, even though I don't play it anymore, right? I just there's enough in there that I don't enjoy to where I just couldn't play it anymore. But I will say, movement in Dragon Ball FighterZ, I don't care what anyone says, movement in that game is better than any other fighting game that I personally ever played. I enjoyed the movement in Dragon Ball FighterZ way more than any other game. Between jumping, super jumping, floating, and then even the air dashes, there is not a game on this planet with a better feeling air dash than DBFZ. I'm sorry, it is what it is. And I can tell just from looking at this one that it's not going to feel as fluid and as smooth, because you can just kind of see there's like a bit of a, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, granted, he kind of went straight up and then back. I don't really know. He didn't go like angular, but
input another upward direction during a jump.
Yeah.
To perform
Not that it looks bad. It's just nothing's like the DBFZ one is like so quick and it's so low to the ground. And like, you just can't do that in any other game, man. Like Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, like 2XKO, whatever. Like none of them have an air dash that feels like that. And I personally want that so bad because I think it's the best feeling one like ever. But
tapping down before
that's just me.
From the ground.
You do have super jumping in this game though.
You can block the opponent's attacks by inputting a back direction. Back while standing performs a standing block.
Take notes, y'all.
Back performs a crouching block.
Take notes. Take notes.
And back while jumping performs an aerial block. There are 3 types of normal attacks: light, medium, and heavy.
Very
Each
nice.
attack has variations that can be used while jumping or crouching. These attacks can also change when combined with
I'm looking forward to seeing
directional
some gameplay of this from this weekend, man.
and heavy or down.
Oh, why can't that be Eddie this here?
Attacks, activated with the unique attack button, perform actions distinct to a character's abilities. Captain America throws
God, Storm
his
looks so
shield
good.
in a special trajectory. Iron Man fires his repulsor blasts. Ms. Marvel extends her arm to move.
All right, Piccolo.
Storm creates a gust of wind across the screen. Star-Lord swaps the
Swiftmaster?
element in his element gun. Doctor Doom creates a shield that defends against projectiles.
I
Some
see.
characters' unique attacks feature variations when combined with different directional inputs.
This
Each
is so
character has
sick.
their own set of special moves called skills. You can perform a variety of skills using different combinations of directional inputs and the skill button.
So it is simple
Press the
inputs.
skill button, medium, and a directional input to perform a variation of that skill. Pressing the skill button, heavy, and a directional input costs you 25 skill gauge, but allows you to use the EX version of that skill, called an extra skill. Skills are not limited to the skill button. Command inputs can also...
Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Oh, I used to pray for times like this. I don't understand developers' newfound obsession. Thank you so much, Arxis. I don't understand the new obsession with not having motion inputs in games. I understand that for somebody who is a brand new player who's never played a fighting game before, that doing a quarter circle might be slightly challenging at first, but I promise it is something that anybody can learn, bro. Like it's this. I don't want to turn this video into a whole rant about simple inputs and motion inputs, and I'm definitely not trying to be an elitist, right? I have no issue with simple inputs existing. I understand accessibility. I'm all for that, but I feel like more than anything, right? Developers are trying everything that they possibly can in order to continue to lower the skill floor of fighting games in order to make them more accessible, cater more to casuals, and expand the genre to a wider audience. I understand wanting to expand the genre, get more players. First of all, I think they should be more worried about retention, because most big fighting game titles, they usually tend to sell well. It's about retention. They don't retain players. They always fall off dramatically because fighting games are hard. and they have there's more ego involved with the fighting game because it's typically 1v1 in terms of like one player versus another player. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, this is a tag fighter, but it's not a team game. You can't look to your left or your right or yell at your friend on Discord and blame them for why you lost, or talk about how you just got a shitty teammate. You know what I mean? You really have yourself. I mean, granted, as fighting game players, we find all types of excuses, right? Oh, the connection sucked, or this or that, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, it's just you versus your opponent. You can't blame some random teammates that you got for your loss. You know what I'm saying? That being said, they keep doing all these things to like lower the skill floor in order to get more players, and I don't even really think it's working. And then beyond that, they actually overcomplicate the game and make it more convoluted and complex by trying to tie everything to like a different button so that you don't have to do quarter circles and DP motions and stuff. Again, like I have so many negative things to say about DBFZ, but I still have a lot of great things to say about that game as well. And another one of those things that I still stand by to this day is that I think when it comes to like the low skill floor accessibility, like casual thing, DBFZ did it the best. Now they ended up pushing that envelope until it bursted and went too far with it in the end. But at the start, it's like, hey, we don't have DP motions, but we do still have quarter circles. You know, auto combos exist in this game, but obviously they're not optimal. There are situational uses where it is the right thing to do. But you know what I mean? Like it was so good, man. That game was so magical once upon a time. But something like this, and even like Grand Blue did it before, where you could use simple inputs, and I think DNF Duel did the same thing as well, where it's like you have simple inputs, but you can also still do motions, and like your moves recover faster if you do like actual motion inputs, or you do a bit more damage or whatever like that. So this I think is good because it makes it less complicated for people who are on levelless or who are on stick, or people who are just accustomed to doing traditional inputs. Also, let's see if they have any difference between doing it, because like, you know, you might have like, oh, this takes more meter if you do simple inputs, or it does less damage or something like that. And then you have games like Street Fighter 6 who do it decently well. We have modern versus classic, and yeah.
Command inputs can also be used to perform skills. Skills performed with command.
Oh my god, an actual DP motion.
Inputs deal slightly more damage.
Oh yeah, they do more damage if you do the motion inputs, which I think is good. I also think it's good that they market it that way, just because of how it gets perceived and processed in the brain for people, right? Marketing as motion inputs do more damage as opposed to simple inputs do less, which is still the same thing, but just marketing that way I think is very smart as well.
Skills are powerful special moves that cost 50 skill gauge. They can be activated by pressing the skill button, medium and heavy simultaneously. Ultimate skills pack even more of a punch and cost 100 skill gauge. They can be activated by pressing the skill button, medium, heavy, and forward simultaneously.
Ow.
Both super
wow, this game looks so good, man. Oh my god.
Link attack allows you to perform a combo by pressing attack buttons.
Is this going to be the one for me, y'all?
Press light repeatedly.
Is this going to be the one?
A light route combo. This combo calls in allies to perform a series of attacks.
So it has auto combos as well.
Skill attack.
Is this actually Marvel Dragon Ball Fighters? It's not, obviously, clearly not, right? But this is actually. There's so many things that are different from this game. Obviously, this is very unique. I'm seeing elements of Guilty Gear. I'm seeing elements of BB Tag. I'm seeing elements of, you know what I'm saying, DBFZ. There's an amalgamation of a lot of great things I'm seeing in this all at once. It's making me very excited, but I have to keep I'm trying to temper my expectations, but like I can hardly even contain my smile right now watching this. But
repeatedly to execute a light route combo. This combo calls in allies to perform a series of attacks before using a skill attack, sending the opponent flying.
I'm excited.
Medium repeatedly to execute a medium route combo. This combo features a skill attack and finishes with a super skill.
Hey man,
press heavy repeatedly to execute.
This might actually be the first game since DBFZ if you're wondering, like it's not that I love auto combos and I'm excited for that particularly, because auto combos come with their own set of issues, and DBFZ wasn't the first game to do it either, but I do think that they did it relatively well. Obviously there was some jank involved, but just seeing parts of DBFZ in another game or something that reminds me of that makes me excited, because that's obviously the first fighting game like I truly fell in love with and like played like religiously as much as I did. Like I've been playing fighting games my whole life casually, but it wasn't until Tekken 7 and then really with DBFZ where I was like, no, like I'm really like grinding this shit. And so it just makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside, because I've just always wanted another game that felt like that.
Change routes midway during the link attack as well. such as going from light to medium to heavy. The assist attack in the light route powers up with the more allies you have available on your team. Slam Launcher. Press down and heavy.
It's literally 2H.
To launch them into the air with the Slam Launcher. After launching the opponent, you have a set duration of time to perform a series of follow-up attacks while mid-air. With a few attacks in, press down.
Oh man. Oh man. Chat room. I say that like I'm live right now. I'm not. But
attack. Assemble Assist, activated with combinations of the assist button and different directional inputs, can perform a variety of team actions. Press the assist button or assist and forward to summon your ally in the first slot. Press down and assist to summon your ally in the second slot. And press back and assist to summon your ally in the third slot. You can also swap with your ally character by holding the assist button when calling in the ally. Alternatively, you can swap in your ally by pressing the assist button when an assist attack hits.
Right, so we've got active tag.
Standby animation. If you've summoned multiple assists, you can tag in with the last ally called in. A tag cannot be performed if either your lead character or ally are hit by an opponent's attack during the assist.
That makes sense. I feel like active tag is one of those things that's like really hard to implement and do well. But we'll see how it feels in this game.
The assist attacks will change depending on the slot each ally is in.
Oh, okay. So I was wondering like if there's only going to be one assist per character, because it could get a little complicated with like you already have to do a directional input plus a button in order to call the assist, and you have 3 of them. This being 4v4 is still so insane. I just can't believe this. But then the order. So then does that mean that like? So hold on. Let me actually see something. So when you go back, when you're swapping characters,
cannot be performed hits character by holding the assist button when calling in.
So your assists are going to be constantly changing throughout the match depending on how you switch characters. Because like if you go, because like you know Miss Marvel was here, right? Then you switch with Captain America, and so now if you go from Miss Marvel, let's say Doom, now she's over here. So the assist that you have is going to be different. So like your combo routes and even how you play neutral is going to be constantly like shifting and evolving and just like changing throughout the match, which is going to make it like less repetitive and keep it. Wow, okay. I mean, granted, maybe you'll optimize like how you continue to do that, because like, you know, in this day and age, people are going to optimize the strategies and the order and everything like that. Like people are going to figure out like which assists are best to start off with and which assists are the most helpful and neutral for combos. And it's like, okay, you're going to have like almost a formula of how when I get my first hit, I'm going to swap into this character during this combo, and then you do this, and then they'll be in this slot, and then this, you know what I'm saying? Like there's going to be a bit of a strategy to how you want to order your characters and how you swap them in and out. But obviously it's not always going to work out perfectly. Like, yeah, you might have perfect rounds where it's like, this is my exact flow chart of how I want things to go, but it's not always going to work out according to that flow chart, right? So I think that's pretty interesting.
The ally. Alternatively, you can swap in standby called in. A tag cannot be performed. Assist attacks will change.
Get a little bit back further to where we were.
Each ally is in. If an ally is summoned in mid-air, or after performing an attack with the lead character. When calling an assist while on the ground, the assist attack type is determined by which slot you are calling in. Tapping assist summons the ally in the first slot to perform a shooter assist, generally using projectiles. The down and assist input summons the ally in the second slot to perform a vertical assist, generally with an anti-air attack. Lastly, the back and assist input summons the ally in the third slot to perform an assault assist.
So it's not as so it's actually not quite like how I theorized there just a moment ago, because there's going to be a homogenization of it to some degree, or more of like what you can expect. So obviously the assists aren't all going to be equal, but conceptually and just like utility wise, they're going to be doing very similar things. I will imagine there'll still be some differences, but it's not going to be quite as free flowing and as, you know, freestyle as I thought. Because I thought it was going to be one of those things where you have to keep up with, okay, I was playing Ms. Marvel, she was my first assist, now she's my third assist, so I have to remember that, you know what I'm saying? But okay, I see.
An attack that leverages the unique abilities of that particular ally. Calling an ally mid-air performs an aerial assist. Assemble Rush. Pressing assist after your lead character lands an attack brings in an ally to perform a lunging attack. This costs 1 bar of assemble gauge, but it is highly versatile to keep a combo going or to cover for a blocked attack.
Block strings,
is a powerful attack that lets you endure hits from the start of your move and until just before your attack lands.
Oh.
On contact, you can spend your assemble gauge to perform a follow-up attack by pressing the assist button. Each ally's follow-up attack costs 1 bar of assemble gauge.
Y'all reacting to that?
Garners stronger effects.
Press 1 if you got hit.
A lunging move that tracks to the opponent's position.
Projectile invol as well, huh?
Press assist, light, and back simultaneously to perform an assemble counter. This costs 1 bar of assemble gauge to activate.
Decent amount of mechanics in this game.
Directly after activation and performs a counterattack with an ally. Use this with caution though, as it leaves you vulnerable if it whiffs. Super assemble. Pressing a direction
Assemble
during a super skill calls in an ally to perform their super skill.
This game is so unbelievably stylish, bro. Oh my god.
In as the lead character. Super assemble can be performed up to 2 times in a row, making it an effective option, capable of unleashing 3 characters' super skills in one fell swoop. It costs 50 skill gauge each time to activate, so keep an eye on your gauges when you go for it. Crossover is a defensive technique that calls in an ally to cut in while you block. This can be executed by inputting assist and light while blocking, and is a great option to go on the offense, as it lets you interrupt the opponent's attacks. However, the opponent can counter this with their own crossover reflect. Crossover reflect can be performed by pressing assist and light during the opponent's crossover. If you execute a crossover reflect at the last moment, this becomes a perfect reflect and triggers a counterattack against the opponent and their ally.
Interesting,
Mastering
okay.
the timing to execute a perfect reflect is quite challenging, but
So it's not just a get out of jail free card. For one, it costs, you know, some bar, but also it's like
the upper hand.
you also have counterplay as the person on the receiving end of that. Okay.
いかがだったでしょうか。よりエキサイティングな体験を提供できるよう。
I like basically everything that I'm seeing so far, to be honest, man. Like hey, the other fighting games on the horizon, they got some catching up to do. Keep it a stack.
皆さんからの忌憚のないフィードバックをお待ちしています。また今後の発表を見逃さないよう。
Is that it? Yeah, that's the end of the video. Yeah, man. It's looking good. It's looking really good. It's looking bad for everyone not named Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is what it's looking. There you have it. This could be the one, y'all. This could be the one that like really does it for me again, bro. And I really hope so. I really hope so. But that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay tuned for all those content I'm bringing you. And with all that being said, that's pretty much all I have for today. Remember, nothing can happen till you swing the bat. Later.